Circus Kane. Another clown movie. That was my initial reaction when I first saw the poster. They even have the red balloon. Looks like they've been taking a page out of The Asylum. Although surprisingly, this isn't a movie about clowns. It's a movie with clowns in it. If anything, it's more like Rob Zombie's 31. It's about a notorious circus ringleader named Kane who invites a bunch of seemingly random people to his house of haunts. Whoever makes it through wins $250,000. So a group of people mostly in desperate need of money show up to take the challenge. The house is full of traps and they think it's all fake until they start dying. This was okay. Not great, just not bad. It was directed by Christopher Rea, the son of famous B-movie horror and exploitation director Fred Olen Rea. He's done a bunch of Asylum films in the past, and I'd say this was definitely better than those. While the Asylum movies are mostly cheap CG, this had an abundance of practicals, which was a pleasant surprise. People got hacked in half, shredded by barbed wire, burned, and so on. There were a few surprises in the cast, too. Richard Mall was Kane's assistant. Weston Cage, Nicolas Cage's son, was a henchman. And Big Mike! Big Mike was one of the contestants! I liked how they went against the usual trapped in a torture house cliches. For example, Kane wanted them to send out pictures and whatnot to social media. They were all able to have their cell phones and had cell signals. They were even able to call the police. It was different, but ultimately, it didn't change much. Also, while I compared this to 31, Circus Kane did one thing that 31 didn't. They held the camera steady. So for an action scene, you could tell what was going on and not need a dose of Dramamine. What I didn't like was that they were supposed to survive the traps. Only some of the things weren't traps, just guys in clown costumes that would jump out and kill you. Also, some of the characters were mind-numbingly stupid. One of them freaks out because she wants to leave so badly and runs knowingly into a barbed wire trap she just passed through. Instead of stopping, she keeps pushing forward through the barbed wire until she dies. The other thing, and this is something I'm seeing more and more in current horror, most of the characters were unlikable. Really unlikable. So when they die a gruesome death, you don't care. Circus Kane is a decent low-budget horror film. Entertaining with some nifty effects, but not something I'd return to see over and over again. The character of Balthazar Kane's interesting, and I could see this turning into a series if it does well enough. I will give credit where it's due, the ending did surprise me. This could also be one of the more recent clown films where their use of clowns made sense in the context of the film. Circus Kane's like 31 on 1/10 the budget, but they still were able to afford a tripod.